difference. So it should be interesting to watch. As always,
Oh,
I'm
here we
gonna root
go.
for the underdog, but I'm not playing favorites.
That's fair. And it appears that I've just been called a fraud in the chat.
Unbelievable. I guess we should introduce ourselves as well. I'm GC Forever.
I'm HD Lax.
And howdy, gamers.
Hey.
So, HE, talk to me. What are we looking at?
Well, currently we're looking at a cutscene, and then after the cutscene,
thanks, man.
and then after the cutscene, they're gonna start sucking up these ghosts. They're currently playing on Hidden Mansion. Hidden Mansion is basically the NG plus of this game. So basically, some of the perks that come with NG plus is a faster vacuum. That's about it.
No, there's another one. Oh wait, no, that's the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Half damage, right?
Yeah, it's just for JP.
Yeah, which you'll see ArchAngel is actually not on JP, so unfortunately a little bit of a time disadvantage just on that alone. The JP version is faster. So some cool things you're going to see right away in Area 1 here. You're going to be going for some cheeky doubles. Area 1's really categorized by a lot of quick optimal movement. There's no RNG involved, so it's really just one of my favorite areas to look at when looking at runner versus runner, because it's sheer just gameplay.
Yep. So as you can see here, they're going to move and manipulate to the best possible positions to get these doubles as fast as possible. You see BostonBrew's doing a pretty good job here. ArchAngel missed the double. I didn't see what led up to that, but very unfortunate.
Did happen. And BostonBrew missing the double there, unbelievable. Just kidding, It was intentional. Yeah, ArchAngel's getting bullied a little bit over there.
You hate to see it. Oh no!
Big, but speaking of bullying, BostonBrew immediately.
Oh! So yeah, we forgot to mention there is some RNG in Area 1, and that was it.
Maybe the worst luck I've ever seen for a tournament match. That's so sad. So those poison mushrooms. Oh my god! Stop spawning.
Oh my
way, right?
God,
There's no way, right? Okay. Those poison mushrooms, when they hit you, it's a free 10-second time loss.
Yep. So ArchAngel just got done with the room, and he spawned a mushroom too.
This is a precursor to what seems like it's gonna be a fun run.
Oh man!
He almost just gave a little kiss to the mushroom, you know.
He spawned at the right time.
Yeah. Moving on here, you're gonna see BostonBrew and then ArchAngel coming right behind as well. BostonBrew is heading to our first portrait ghost. Portrait ghosts are the more fun part of the mansion, in my opinion. Or at least they're more individualized because each of them have their own quirky mechanics to get them. Most of them have 100 health, I think.
All of them have 100 health.
All of them have 100 health.
Well, excuse me, if you're disregarding, King Boo.
Yeah. And each of them have their own little quirks to show their heart, which gives personality to the game at least. But we're speedrunners; we don't care about that.
Yep. So as you saw for Neville, you just had to turn your back to him and wait for him to yawn. And then for Lydia here, you just got to pull back the curtain and she'll show her heart. So as you can see, there's a little bit of that their own each individual mechanics to capture them.
And it makes it interesting for the speed run because, it helped, some of the ways to get things done faster are interesting, especially like I always think of like the Nanoball room. Will we see the infamous swag ball strat? God.
Gotta start calling it strag ball.
It's been a whole year since I've commentated. Yeah. You gotta cut me some slack here.
Words are hard, man. What can I say?
Yeah. So, Area 1, notoriously quick area, can be done in less than 6 minutes, which is crazy, I know. But so you're already going to see the boss for Area 1, 4 areas total in the game. And this is Chauncey, and Chauncey, a couple little fun quirks to him.
ArchAngel not being able to. There we go.
Good times.
Yep, good times all around.
You know,
So
we didn't even talk about what this category is.
you're right, GC. So they're currently playing No Out of Bounds. So what No Out of Bounds entails is it's basically completing the game at an any % completion without utilizing the out of bounds glitch. So
Because
yeah.
beating this game in 9 minutes is not fun.
Well, it's fun, but you know, the rule set of this category states otherwise.
It would be a very awkward tournament because the movements, if we did a true any percent tournament, would be rough. It would be rough.
And there'd probably be like 4 entrants.
If that.
Yeah.
If HD entered 3 times and then.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see them both leave Chauncey's health here above 50, hopefully. Because the horse cycle will be faster if that's the case. There is no way, as we know it, at least even through the game's code, to one cycle Chauncey.
Yep. And you saw that BostonBrew got hit by that rocking horse there. That was intentional. And then he knocked on the crib to store his invincibility frames, because by doing that, you can actually catch the ball without taking damage because you have those invincibility frames, and it saves time.
Yeah, so ArchAngel is doing a second cycle now, just a little bit behind here at the beginning. Doesn't do any fancy ball strats here, it looks like. Just living on a hope and a prayer here.
Exactly. So BostonBrew's got a little bit of downtime now.
During that downtime, area. I have a question. A little bit of trivia I remember from last year.
Oh.
What is the machine called that Luigi just spit those dirty ghosts into?
Well, that is called the Ghost Portrificationizer.
It is called the Ghost Portrificationizer. That's going to be on the final exam chat. Hope you wrote it down.
You better clip it.
We will fail you out of Twitch. You will literally never be back on the website again. Also, ArchAngel looks like didn't get to finish up on the second cycle there while we were playing our trivia game, unfortunately.
Oh. He caught the ball, and unfortunately, Chauncey broke off. Very unfortunate, but I think he's got like 11 health. He can finish him off here.
Yeah, bam, just like that. Easy peasy. Easy's boss of my life. So now ArchAngel has to go through that nice little cutscene that we just watched. In the meantime, BostonBrew starting area 2.
Yeah, so there's currently a whole cutscene separating these two.
And not so surprising, ArchAngel definitely the underdog in this match with a 12-minute difference in PB. The biggest tell here, as we were talking about it actually before this race started, is BostonBrew is one of the true OGs of the community. I think HD mentioned before we were starting that BostonBrew started running this game back in like 09?
09 or 2010, right around there.
Which is craziness.
I think Boston was one of the first like 20 runners of this game.
Before Twitch was even a thing, really. I mean, it was JTV back then. So that just tells you a testament, a dedication to RNG speedruns. Yep.
He's been loyal ever since.
Somebody has to. This is my favorite room, by the way. At least in terms of mechanics. Because when it's done well, it is just nice. You saw a scare skip right at the beginning, pulled out the camera to skip the scare animation, and then get...
Oh.
I was hoping 3 doubles. I was literally mid-sentence. I was like getting 3 doubles and then...
Well, you know, commentator's curse. It's a popular trend.
It's true. I am the biggest commentator's curse culprit, too. It's so bad.
Factual. Who let you sign up?
You. Big early release there, full skill, no RNG whatsoever. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, that is a meme. He got a free 10-second time not loss. Those dancing ghosts can just casually not show their heart for no reason.
We call it early release, of course. So moving right along here, BostonBrew's about to go for a little neat trick here called poster skip. He's going to get into that corner, and he's going to aim his vacuum up and just walk into the wall there and then he catches the poster. So that saves about 3 seconds, as you don't have to actually suck it up when going to press the button.
Also, I was joking around earlier, but actually, the twin room is actually although it looks easy, it is very hard to execute well. Which is another reason it's my favorite, though. Not the twin room, the dancing ghosts. You know what I'm talking about, the Shy Guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, when did you mention the twins room?
Well, you know, we already got there. You didn't watch, dude? Come on, commentator, man.
I must have blacked out.
Yeah, it's fine. It happens. I get it. We're also not at the blackout yet.
You're right.
We'll see Boston Brew releasing the booze in the game because Luigi's an idiot. And in the meantime, ArchAngel gets early release. Yes.
Yeah.
Big skill there. It's a guaranteed. You do the right movements, you're gonna get early release. Not RNG whatsoever.
Now, GC is just purely speculating.
It's true. Mazel in the chat asks, have there been any discoveries in this run lately?
Well, that's a very good question. And the answer to your question is no.
Most of the main things, because this game is not really categorized by a lot of glitches and things like that. It's more, oh my god, Snap 32. This game is categorized more so like with this run specifically, since it's no out of bounds, there's not a lot of ways to really, it's not broken, you know what I mean? You can't get on walls, you can't, you know, there's a certain sequence of events that need to happen and you can't just like skip those.
Yeah.
So it's hard to just make it go faster.
And I feel as far as optimization goes, this game's about as optimized as it's going to get. The current world record for this category can probably be improved by about 20 seconds, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Boston Brew, 2 rooms of not so fun RNG there. Pretty much got to get 40 of these boos to get the King Boo, and they're in any lit room, most lit rooms, not any, but most lit rooms. And it's they can just kind of be hiding wherever they want. So you got to read the radar and adapt well, and you know, game. In the meantime, ArchAngel did just release the boos themselves, and you know, moving right along. Boston Brew has 3, needs 5 to go on to the next section. So he's going to get 1 in the dancing room on his way back out here, and then 1 in the storage room. I believe it's called the storage room, if memory serves.
Yeah, that's right. I seem to always get this room mixed up with the cellar. Is that just me?
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
If anything, I don't understand why the cellar's called the cellar, because that's more of a storage room than anything.
Yeah.
Also,
I seem to frequently call that room the storage room and the actual storage room the cellar. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's just you. I mean, okay.
Yeah. So anyways, Boston has 5 boos now, so he can progress on with the game.
Pretty much Toad won't let you into this next room until you have 5 boos because he's an omnipotent god.
Yeah.
And just knows when that happens. And he's like, you can stop me from crying now.
Except we're not going to stop him from crying. We're going to get the key out of the toilet and leave.
True plumber. Get the key from the toilet. Don't know how that big ass key got in there. But you know, it's there.
But yeah, there are little checkpoints in this game that prevent you from progressing on with the game. So just like the locked bathroom there, you need 5 boos. And to access the Area 3 balcony to fight Boolossus, you need 20. And to get to the final boss, you need 40 boos. So, yeah.
And that's part of the reason why a lot of new tricks are not found.
Yeah. There's really not much we can do. You know, this is a pretty set in stone category. Complete the game at an 80% completion without using the out of bounds glitch. So, you know, we're basically beating the game the intentional way that it's meant to be played. There's really not much more we can do.
So purposely getting grabbed here to set up a double, like a true gamer, as gamers do. And you're gonna see this was one of the newer things.
He didn't even give him
unfortunate thing I've ever seen in my life.
He didn't even give him the light of day. That dude was just gone.
I don't know if I've ever seen that boo escape that quickly. That's crazy. So usually what happens in there is you open the chest, you spawn the boo. No, you spawn the boo, you open the chest, you grab the boo, and then as the boo is finished being grabbed, you grab the fire medallion, and then you could actually just save and quit out of here. And it skips the fire medallion text, as well as having to light those candles.
And you know, the boo's really not supposed to leave that fast, but RNG.
That was craziness.
He spawned him and he was gone.
Usually, like I see the fortune teller boo leave that fast, but that's craziness. So unfortunately, Boston Brew at some point is probably after fortune teller gonna have to go back and get that boo.
Yeah, that's probably the most likely spot to go get him.
So if you see him enter that room in about like 20-25 minutes from now, you'll know why. Nah, a little less than that. Sorry. We'll point it out. Don't worry. We're your guides here along this journey. So what's happening now, HD?
All right, so Boston Brew just unlocked the laundry room, and he activated the butler's candles. So what he has to do now is he has to clear the laundry room while the butler is on his way to his room. You have just enough time to do that.
Yeah, and he even has a little more time. Usually when you save and quit from the fire medallion, it's kind of set in stone where that butler's going to be, and he's usually at the edge of the hallway. Yeah. But that's not the case this time because he didn't save and quit, and so it's more random.
Yeah. Oh, that mouse.
That mouse is dangerous.
A little sketch.
Oh God! All right,
man. All right.
ArchAngel, you'll see actually doing the fire medallion skip. That's a big time plus for ArchAngel over Boston Brew. Did I say fire medallion skip? You're not skipping the fire medallion. Just excuse my terrible commentary.
I believe the official name for it's fire warp.
Yes.
That's right. No problem, man.
That boo was a little scary too with all those pearl lock-ons, huh?
I think he actually ran out of cackles, and the boo was in the process of leaving. Yeah. So you know,
boos have 15 cackles, and then once those 15 he's gonna get hit here.
Oh no. GC Forever is wrong once again. Jesus.
It's true. I was just trying to commentate a curse so that it didn't happen, and
oh, that's a good idea.
You know,
smart thinking.
Listen, you know, I'm on the runner side. What were we talking about? Cackles. Oh, so boos have 15 set cackles, and once those cackles are out, the boo is out as well. Generally, what runners will do is time the R pumps, which is holding the boo in place, to 10 health per pump. Except for certain rooms and certain conditions. But
so as you can see, he didn't get laundry boot tech skip.
And Michael T00 somewhere cries into the void.
Yeah, he's probably gonna pop into the chat any moment to express his anger and frustration.
Disgust and sadness, truly. Come on, fire element. Oh wow!
You hate to see it.
Fire element despawned before going into Boston Brew's vacuum there. That's unfortunate. ArchAngel looks like timing might be a little bit close here for the butler.
Yeah, he's gonna have to
he's gonna have to skedaddle here. He can't watch the chests open. Oh no. Oh my. Oh me. Oh my. I don't know.
He's good.
That is unbelievable.
Oh.
The mouse! Oh, the mouse. So luckily, if you get hit by the mouse, it's not as bad as not making the cycle. You just have to wait for the butler to come back in and sit down, but it's still, you hate to see it.
So Boston Brew's currently on Melody. He got the third option there. So Melody plays two songs. She either plays the underwater theme from the original Super Mario Brothers or the theme song from Super Mario Brothers 3. Now the underwater theme is the faster theme, as it's the first option, saving about a few frames, I think. Nothing extreme, but you know, it still saves time. So you obviously want to see that.
So ArchAngel actually does something smart here, and I commend it, which is knowing what version you're playing. And I've seen a lot of people on English still go for this text skip, even though you can't get it on English by going through the mouse while sucking up the boo. So ArchAngel actually positioned themselves a little better to, you know, get the key and do whatever they needed to do first while getting the boo, just knowing.
He's currently doing these ghosts out of order, but he
It looks
may
like it's
still
gonna
be
work
fine.
out.
Uh,
And I think one of them actually did the fire work? It worked.
I think it
Okay.
worked.
Everything's fine. Don't listen to me.
Boston forgot to get fire.
Yeah. I think he forgot to grab it on the way in.
Yeah, I wasn't looking, but I think that's what happened.
I guess because he usually grabs it on the way up to Melody Room and it
Yeah.
despawns, so just muscle memory took over there. So do keep in mind, BostonBrew is very ahead right now, but does still have to grab another boo. And although it won't kill his lead, it is going to be another 15, 20-second loss later for him.
Looks like he's
And
getting
this
the
is part
worst
of the
luck in
finding
that
the
room.
booze thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
This is okay. So BostonBrew making his way to Good Dog TM. Spooky. I love that you can push Spooky just a hair out of the doghouse.
Yeah, so as you can see here, he's gonna dodge him twice, and he's gonna intentionally get hit on the third lunge here, because that makes Mr. Bones spawn faster. And then Spooky will show his heart almost instantly, so yeah.
You know, I just
Optimal.
noticed something scary, particularly for ArchAngel, and it's one of the disadvantages for running on English. ArchAngel's health.
Right, yeah, he is 34. So on the English version of the Hidden Mansion, you take double damage, unlike JP, so...
They tried to make the new game plus a little harder. And that's more so the version difference that I think I was talking about. It was just mixed up in my head earlier.
Yeah.
And
I think it was just like about release times.
because the English version came
like
out
that.
after the Japanese version.
And then that's why PAL is just completely different from these two, because they had more time to work on it.
Yeah, PAL Hidden Mansion is like a completely different game. Yeah, I'm really scared. If you die in this game, it can, if you don't have a good save, super punishing. Like pretty much GG for a lot of points if you die.
But fortunately for ArchAngel, there is a big heart in the graveyard where Bogmire.
Yo, Bulas is sick.
Yeah. That's a whole nother 20 minutes away.
Speaking of Bogmire, this is not going to be one cycle.
Oh.
Okay. He was about to prove me wrong.
I had faith.
But Bogmire, deceptively difficult one cycle. You think only 100 health, but this dude loves to pull in the wrong directions and opposite directions, and it's especially for newer runners, a very hard one. And even older runners and like consistent runners, that one cycle can mess things up.
Yeah. You know, you'll have those times where you just mess it up, but most of the time you get it down pretty consistently.
I remember learning it rough.
I think the first time what was that?
I had a whole 2-hour lesson session with somebody, and it was I just did not understand the mechanics of Bogmire and how he pulls, and it was a rough time.
Yeah. I think the first time I ever got that was when I had like a 108. This is probably 5 years ago.
It's got to be longer than that.
Maybe. I don't know.
A 108?
Mm-hmm.
You had to have that in like 2013 or something.
No, I had like a 120 in 2013.
But I joined 5 years ago, and you were way ahead of me at that point. You didn't have a 108.
All right, maybe I'm getting my dates mixed up here.
Anyways, the ghost portrificationizer is done checking out those ghosts, and BostonBrew moving on to area 3 here. ArchAngel looking to finish up area 2, hopefully in a timely manner here, because it is a speed run.
He's having to take extra caution here because he doesn't want to lose any more health than he has to.
I mean, besides here, or not, just kidding.
You know, I really don't blame him. It's a risk I wouldn't want to take.
Well,
but yeah, he's gonna get this big heart in a second, most likely.
We pray.
It'd be in his best interest.
I mean, sometimes I don't know how new or old of a runner ArchAngel is. I'm just kind of judging based on time. But a lot of newer runners or even older runners might not even know that heart is there.
I don't know if he's gonna get it actually.
It's in the top left tombstone there. Oh, he just got sniped. All right, good. Good. That's 50 health. Please get it. Thank God. Also, can't believe it. Mario's trapped in the painting. Why doesn't Luigi just crawl through the easily crawlable space? Literally right there, he can fit. I believe. Game would be over. Oh, you know what I forgot about?
What's that?
The best part coming up right now.
Oh my God.
Is he gonna get it? Is BostonBrew gonna get this
Let's see.
Stumble skip? Nah. Kind of.
Yeah.
He didn't stumble, but like
He didn't get the flashlight skip, but he did skip
so it
the
was just kind
stumble,
of
so
a weird champ.
we'll just settle with a kind of.
ArchAngel doing Bogmire, but also something interesting. BostonBrew, not going to do this room. This is an optional portrait ghost, one of a couple in this game. Not many, but that is one of them. And shooting water through the ceiling because you could do that. It was ArchAngel going to get the one cycle?
Oh,
Nope.
oh.
It looks okay. Ouch.
Yeah, I thought from the way that Bogmire was pulling him there, he was actually gonna get it. So that's kind of surprising.
It was a consistent health drain, which was
Yeah.
well,
And it
whatever.
seemed like he had control for
Yeah.
most of that fight.
Maybe he accidentally let go. Who knows?
So anyways,
Ice.
yeah, GC, you gonna do your thing here coming up?
God, am I?
Yes, you are.
It's been a while. So there was a tradition, a dumb tradition, that nobody but me did, which was singing a certain song. What? Why? Was he trying to set up the text skip? Either way, in this hallway there is a certain song that can be sung, coming down the hallway, and is the perfect amount of time. I'm gonna just do it. He's making his way downtown, walking fast, faces passing his homebound. Na-na-na-na-na-na. It's over. God, it's been so long since I've done that.
I applaud you.
It's been so long since he's done that. Since I've done that. He's probably walked down the hallway many times since I've done that. That was such an old GC Forever meme.
I know.
Shout outs to the lore. Also, he very rudely interrupted that lady's shower. Are we gonna see swag balls?
No,
Nope.
we're not. Maybe we'll see it from ArchAngel. You never know.
I don't think ArchAngel's gonna know what that is. Another one of a GC Forever meme. There was this dumb strategy I was trying to figure out when I was pretty much done running the game at one point, which was kind of standing next to the yarn balls there by Nana and spamming the R pump to just have the balls fly into Nana. And I think there was a safe way to do it where you could get two of them like 75% of the time. That was swag balls. And then the not safe way, which was just launching all three at once, was called swagger balls. No one ever did swagger balls.
I didn't know such a thing existed.
No?
I knew about swag balls, but swagger balls I've never heard of.
Welcome to the lore. It was a very rare occurrence.
I see.
This room that BostonBrew is in, very interesting. Unique double setup here where you suck up the Shy Guy mask while letting the orange ghost come over. Also, focus on the right side here. Are we going to see a stumble skip? Yup. That's it. Oh, wait, no, the letter. The letter, ArchAngel, no. No. Okay, that's actually so bad.
I hope he's listening.
I pray, because there's no fast way to go get that again.
He's not listening. Oh man.
Oh man, that is well, he's gonna learn. He's gonna find out. So there is a letter in the little bird box, one of 5 Mario items. And it is necessary to complete the fortune teller. Yikes.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's a big forget there. Also, Boston Brew is gonna blow up the moon.
Yeah, so Moonshot, it's pretty dumb. We
Wait,
mostly
that's
line
the
it
best
up.
explanation I've ever heard.
I mean, it's true. We line it up with a visual cue, but sometimes, you know, the perception of the moon from Luigi is just it just doesn't make sense. And when you think you're gonna hit it, you just don't.
Yeah, it's the angle is just so awkward. So that boo escaping is not the worst for Archangel because it's gonna go into the nano room. So we could just get it there. If you forgot the letter, where would you get it? Glitch said the projection room, like on by the after near going the projection room, but on the way.
Yeah,
But, like,
that'd probably be the fastest time to go back and get it.
I can't think of a better time. That's a tough one though. I mean, that's you're talking at least 20 seconds out of the way, right?
Probably more than that.
Probably 30 or 40.
Yeah. That's a pretty big thing to miss.
Will we see swag balls? No. All right.
Well,
My legacy has died. Controlling those yarn balls for Nana is actually harder than it looks. They're very finicky.
yeah,
They're hitboxes. You could just like run into them and not feel like you're running into them.
yeah, and you'll get knocked back anyway. So you just kind of have to keep your distance from them and just suck them up with your vacuum from a safe distance so you know you won't take damage.
Don't worry about it. They'll come to you.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is when you get trapped in the corner.
I love that. And then you just repeatedly get knocked back.
Yep. All right, so Archangel does know that the second boo is in here. That's good. A breath of fresh air there. And Boston Brew, we didn't talk about it, but you could take a picture of the mirror to go back to the main room. Used in a couple different places in the mansion because it's fast.
Yep, so now we're doing a little bit of backtracking here. Gonna get the remainder of these Area 1 boos, and while we're here, we're gonna stop in the twins room because we finally have the key to it.
And that's the main reason we don't actually get the these boos during the initial boo release is because we don't have the twins room key, and we would have to backtrack on a backtrack afterward if we did that.
Yep.
Now this room, one of my least favorite rooms. For this reason. This is the reason I don't like this room right here. We're watching it happen. We're literally watching it happen. Oh, 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. You have to spin that thing around 3 times for these twins to spawn. And again, if you approach it the wrong way compared to like a strat you're used to or something like that, it's just so awkward.
Yep, so now you've
so
got these 5 boxes here. If the box shakes, then the twin's in there. If it doesn't, then he's not in there. I bet when you played this game a lot when you were a kid, you just randomly guessed, and it probably took you about 5 hours to figure it out. But hey.
It's actually funny too. What I learned through the speedrunning community is that you could go into the Neville room on the bookcase, and it'll actually tell you how to do this room. Or
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Twins! That's hot. I also like that instead of sucking up the boxes, he lit them on fire because I hate this room, and I like the idea of lighting the twins on fire. Is that bad?
Yeah, they're already dead.
You're right. All right, so moonshot here for Archangel. What are we going to see? What are we going to do? He's going to get it. Oh, he gets it. Again, moonshot, deceptive. Very deceptive trick. Not trick. Game. Part of the game. Words.
Yeah.
See that star? That's one of the 5 Mario items. Maybe that would be a nice reminder that he doesn't have the letter.
Dude, what if you just missed the star? Is that even possible?
Imagine shooting the moonshot. It's like, all right, I'll see ya. One of the easier, we didn't even talk about tech skips because they haven't been relevant really in this run. But this is going to be one of the easier tech skips in this run. By tech skip, I mean skipping Egad's boo text, where he's just going to back right up into this corner and suck up the sheet after the boo suck up animation and the sheet animation, that little knockback overrides pretty much.
Yeah, you know, one thing I've never really understood about that tech
Oh, I think he's
skip
going back.
Oh, yeah, there he goes. But
Bless.
one thing that I've never understood with that tech skip in comparison to the other one is there's a lump in the parlor tablecloth, and you actually have to fully pull the tablecloth off to spawn the boo. However, with the other one in Lydia's room, you can just shake the bed and it spawns, even with the bed sheet on there.
I think it's because the boo is actually hidden like in the tablecloth, where the boo is actually hidden in the bed. I don't really understand it, but whatever. Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah, but like even if you
because
pull
the
the
lump is
table,
not always there, as you know.
yeah, but it's just like even if you pull the tablecloth off, the boo can still switch into the table.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Design
weird.
mechanics. Smile. Why be consistent with your design when you cannot? BostonBrew did get the boo he was missing, by the way.
And Archangel got the Mario item he was missing, so they're all caught up.
Yep, we are back en route, baby. Bye bye. We didn't really talk about Projector Room. It can be a little awkward when you first start running it, because obviously you don't see the ghosts. But once you really learn and adapt to their spawn positions and get used to wriggling these ghosts off fast without moving the control stick that much. Like, the reason this didn't work out so well in Archangel's favor is because of the wild control stick movement that kind of made Luigi just kind of out of place. But once you really figure it out, it's not too bad. People, I think, again, in a casual playthrough, just like the Twins room, saw this room and they were like, oh, F that. All right, so BostonBrew just turned in the 5 Mario items, mashed through a lot of text, and is going to suck up the fortune teller. She's an odd one when it comes to sucking up because she quote unquote doesn't resist, and it really just kind of makes it awkward for everyone involved.
Yeah, it kind of just makes the suck up a lot different from all the other ones. For this one, a lot of runners just either spin their control stick or their C stick rather than just doing the tap in the opposite direction, because it's easier to suck her up when you just spin the stick.
She's just a weirdo.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like those poison mushrooms in Area 1 really just set the pace for this race. That's what I'm feeling. You know, you got the missed boo, the missed letter. It's just an odd run.
All right, so now we got Archangel coming up with the Twins here.
Spin.
Yeah. Let's go. He got it.
It's crazy when you see someone like the top runners do that stupid. I always forget what it's called. The spinny thing.
Yeah, the spinny thing. I know what you're talking about.
Watching some of the top runners do that and how fast they do it, and they move with enough movement to actually get close to the door, is wild. Just wild. Also, something interesting we didn't talk about, element, not skips is not the right word, but the animation skips.
Oh, you mean on the
Armory
element
Room is a very
ghost.
particular room for that, which I like. I'm a fan. I'm not gonna explain why. I just like it.
You're entitled to your opinion.
You don't like Safari Room?
Nah, it's pretty cool. I just hate when I miss the double. Then, you know, I hate the room.
I just think the tech in the room is very cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain it. So, pretty much, if you spray the ice before the ghosts spawn, and you need an element to be able to suck them up, if you spray the element before they spawn, you can actually skip the animation of them freezing or burning or drowning, whatever that is. And you can position yourself better. In that specific room, you can set up doubles in a very interesting way. And just as a tech and like a movement mentality, that room is, at least when I ran the game, it was always one of my favorites because it felt more impressive to pull off correctly. Like the Shy Guy room.
Yeah, rooms like that just require pure skill. It's just so nice to see pulled off really well.
Instead of just looking for booze and being like, LOL, got good RNG going fast.
Like getting really good execution is just so nice.
Speaking of execution, blue losses, huh?
Yeah, blue losses.
That's it.
Yeah, so here you're gonna see BostonBrew go to the right side of the arena. He's gonna get the ice, and blue losses is gonna pop, expanding into 15 normal size boos, or yeah.
Wait, hold on. You gotta wait.
Almost.
Oh no! Oh, he's pushing away. Hold on. Nailed it.
There we go. All right. So what was I saying? Yeah. So
moving to the left, right? Something like that.
Yeah. So he's gonna move to the left side. He's gonna fire a single ice shot, and he's gonna hit some of them. But the ideal thing you want to happen is you want to hit.
No, he's got this one cycle.
Oh man!
How?
It's pretty baffling.
That was the most jank one cycle I've ever
You're
seen.
telling me. So what happens when Luigi moves to the left side of the arena is all the boos clutter up, and if you have the correct angle and the right timing in which you fire your ice shot, you should hit most of them. But if you don't, you can still recover the one cycle, as you saw from Boston there.
Some people do a double shot. Some people will spray after doing the first shot. I think most people spray after the first shot now, right?
Yeah.
To kind of cover more ground. But yeah, that was crazy that he recovered that, because that's not the easiest recovery. You're on a timer pretty much. Once you pop the big boo, you're on a timer until they reform.
Right. And it's not a very long timer either.
No, it goes pretty fast. The big thing here too with blue losses is what was scary when I was like, oh, please get some of those boos, is if you have, I think it's 5 or more left, then you get medium blue losses AI. And medium blue losses AI is
the worst.
The absolute worst, because what'll happen, you saw in the last boo that it charged at BostonBrew when he was facing away, and that was intentional, facing away and kind of backing up and freezing. That was the strat when there's 4 or less. When you're on the medium AI, the boos just kind of laugh at you.
Yeah, they really don't charge. You just kind of have to.
And that's like not even a meme. They literally they sit there when you're with your vacuum out and they just laugh at you.
Yeah, they don't charge. Your best bet is just to try to snipe them with a ball of ice.
Yeah, and your odds are if you get medium AI, you're probably gonna 3 cycle.
Yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of time.
It's just a bad time for everyone involved. Unless you're Blossus, you're probably okay with it. But none of you are Blossus, so
we'd hope not.
Bad time. We hope it's true. If you are, come forward. We don't hate you. We just have questions. A lot. Very happy to see ArchAngel finishing the fortune teller, having the letter in hand. Big plays.
Team huge plays?
What? I'm sorry. I don't know about ghosts outside of this game. Thanks. So what's happening here on BostonBrew side? Spooky lightning blackout.
No, it's very dark.
Yeah, it's very dark. Ghosts are going to spawn in every room. And if you know where they spawn, you will see no ghost spawn pretty much here. So you see his flashlight is facing out. He's on sidestep for this specific reason. It's much easier to control and manipulate here.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason as to, or that is the reason rather, as to why you see most runners when they're moving down a dark hallway, they have their flashlight pointed up to the ceiling, is because if you have your flashlight on a ghost spawn point, then the ghost actually can't spawn, which is why you see Boston clearing this blackout without spawning a single ghost, is because his flashlight is on their spawn points.
Now, HD, I heard that you need to switch to sidestep before Colossus because it affects the Colossus fight. Is that true?
That is not true. You can
That
switch
is
to
not
him.
true.
That's
and
right.
You are wrong if you believe that.
GC felt very passionately about that, which is understandable.
I remember having an argument with with someone last year, and I was like, "You're wrong."
Yeah, it's just most people find it more convenient to switch there, you know, just because they've always done that. I guess because they thought years ago maybe it
Habitual.
did. So they just stuck with switching there, but others, they switch right before the blackout. So it really doesn't matter when you do it.
My commentator friend, you have to give me 3 seconds. I have to open the garage for my roommate.
All right, sounds good.
Good luck on your solo comm dreams. I believe in you.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought he'd never leave, man. Alright, so BostonBrew opting not to do the Breaker Brew 1 cycle, which is expected, you know. It really only saves 10 seconds. And only top runners go for it. It's pretty hard to pull off. And it's kind of strange. He's not going for the cellar double either. I thought most people were
overrated, to be honest. I'm kidding. It's fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. It's like 6 seconds faster.
It's a little finicky, though.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes you'll have the ghost that you spawn in that second barrel. He'll just spawn up high sometimes, and I really don't know why. I feel like there's a reason for it. But I can never figure it out. Oh no, is this a repeat?
Yeah, he cut the... What happened to ArchAngel there is he cut the corner instead of going around the statue. And made scary things happen, pretty much.
Yeah, wasn't as scary as BostonBrew's, but you know, it was still pretty scary. This is scary.
So
You're
remember
right.
when I was talking about medium AI?
Yeah, well, you're about to see it.
You're about to witness that hell. I would almost leave the boo. I think it goes back to big AI if he left that boo.
Yeah.
All right, so here's medium Colossus, and you're about to see just the joy that is this.
Oh,
never mind. They charge at you right away, and I'm a liar.
You were not a liar. It's just proving you wrong.
All right, this is more so what happens.
This game hates you.
Where they just float around, being real d-bags to everyone involved.
So, yeah, it's still medium Colossus. He's got to get one more. So we're very liable to see a 4 cycle here.
Yeah. He sucked up that boo or the ghost. That's funny. Ooh, that was almost a really good shot.
Yeah, he could have nailed 2 of them. Wow. Let's go.
All right, medium AI, I see you.
All right, so it's gonna be a 4 cycle, but the good news is it's now the small AI, so they should charge at him right away, and he should be able to clean this up no problem. He could, having a little bit of trouble popping him there.
Come on, there we go.
Oh,
wow,
you see what I mean,
really
man.
clean.
That was nice.
And in the meantime, on the left, you see BostonBrew all the way back up to the top of the mansion, doing the toy soldier room. Green got in a nice little stuck spot there. That was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Do you think BostonBrew will do the Boston Burn?
He's got to. It's tradition.
I feel like.
Whoa! Did you just see Archangel's vacuum?
Nope. Was it just freaking out? I've seen that happen once before. He's not doing it.
Yes, he is.
You're right. That is the Boston Burn. I'm stupid. It's been too long when you forget which version is the Boston Burn. So that was a trick, which has unfortunately been shown to be like a second or two slower than just burning them. But it's cool. And
Yeah,
Boston Brew figured it out, and it's cool.
Yeah, there are actually a few ways to do the Boston Burn. The most optimal way to do it is actually about the same speed as just burning the ghosts.
I think the
But
main reason,
you're-
especially people started switching to just regular burning,
is you're at high risk of just missing it if you
it's
do
safe.
the most optimal
Yeah.
version. So, your best bet's just to burn them. Why take that risk and lose time if you're not saving anything from it?
Right. Like, do a hard trick and maybe go as fast as playing it safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What with that vacuum? There's a clip. I'm looking at the clip. Still watching.
Keep watching.
I'm watching. Actively watching. Oh wow. Yeah, it was a duo vacuum there. That's crazy. Armory Room. What are your thoughts about Armory Room?
It sucks. That's
Oh,
all
that
I've got to
sucks.
say.
Big monkey here. It's fine.
Oh, he's good.
It's actually fine.
Yeah, this room, it can be a little sketchy, primarily because this is the laggiest room in the game. And, with that being said...
Wow.
Okay, he's good. But yeah,
So,
with this being the laggiest room in the game, you're at a higher chance than usual of dropping an input and losing the boo. Because...
and what actually happened there, it was interesting. Boston Brew was accommodating for the lag, but his art pumps were actually a little too slow and got bonked by the boo, which caused it to have a double cackle and almost leave.
But he got it because, he's Boston Brew and he's
Sure.
awesome.
Very true. So Boston Brew making his second and last trip to the basement here. The thing I dislike about Area 4 the most, which is almost why I like Area 3 a little better sometimes, is the amount of up and down you have to do.
Yeah, I mean, I personally like Area 4 a little bit better than Area 3 because I find Area 3 to be the most RNG-reliant area, whereas Area 4 is just, it's all about how well you execute.
So fun fact about this room, one of the, not most recent route changes, but one of the later on found route changes in the history of route changes that we've done is we don't complete this room, like we don't light up this room, the pipe room. We just kind of let the ghost bully us for a little while, and we grab a key, and we say, see you later.
We used to clear this room because we used to get the pipe boo. That was in the route. But however, we found it to be a little bit... Yeah, we found it to be slower, and you actually don't even have to clear that room.
Yeah,
So,
that pipe room boo was an interesting one, too. It created a lot of stress because it was a 300 health boo that you could still actually do in one cycle because it was a tank, super slow.
Yeah, it's actually the slowest boo in the game, so you could just stand in front of it and manipulate it to opposite sides of the room and just get a one cycle on it. The only problems that I face with that boo is when it goes out into the hallway and goes into breaker.
Yeah. So, you see the room that, that Boston Brew is in now? And I'm just gonna call it now, dangerous room for ArchAngel.
Yeah.
Specifically because of the health that's gets lost when an icicle hits you on the English version.
Yeah, if he has 80 health or under, 2 icicles will kill him because they do 40 damage.
That's a beautiful one cycle there, especially with the
nice.
ice physics that can sometimes get a little hairy.
Boston Brew's gotten a lot of information.
Yeah, the information after the 15th boo, I believe, right?
Yeah, 15.
Once you get your 15th boo, the information from EAD after every boo is random. And It can be as simple as 1 or 2 lines, or you could just get like literally 5 seconds of text mashing.
Or yeah, he'll tell you about his life story.
Yeah, he's like, Van Gore's a boo in the mansion. You ever heard of him? It's like you just told me a minute ago.
And it's just like, yeah, I just sucked him up. Well, let me tell you about
that's
him.
my favorite when he tells you afterward.
That happened in my 100% PB. I got the very last boo, and he told me about Van Gore. That killed.
You ever see that guy? Oh, dude, yeah, I was just there.
I know, so obnoxious.
So ArchAngel will make his way up to the upstairs area for the first time. In the meantime, BostonBrew is going to get his final portrait ghost here besides the final boss, which is Van Gore, who we were just talking about.
Yeah, so let's see if he gets Van Gore text. Can we get 10,000 likes for Van Gore text? Let's see it.
I'll give it 100 subs. I'm not going to do that, actually. I'm not even going to joke about it. I'll give 10 subs if we get Van Gore text after Van Gore boo. So Van Gore Room, interesting. It's a series of all the regular ghosts in triples. One by one. The whole lore of the game is that Van Gore is the ghost who is releasing all these other ghosts into the mansion, which in my opinion, that means Van Gore should be the final boss of this game, but no.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out that way, though.
Incorrect.
And there's actually some conspiracies going around that state that Van Gore actually created all the other portrait ghosts, sort of as like a family because he was lonely or something.
That's depressing.
Yeah, but I don't believe that's true. I think he
What
just
a sad ghost story.
Normal ghosts.
ArchAngel, whether he likes it or not, never mind. I'll shut my mouth.
Yep, yeah, that sucks.
I was gonna say whether he likes it or not is gonna get a double here, but nope. Just got whacked in the face instead. Imagine burning ghosts on a ceiling. So the Van Gore himself is actually a very easy suck up. You just plant yourself right in the corner here and go to town.
Yep. Pretty easy portrait ghost. So now we're gonna get this final boo, and then BostonBrew is gonna go down to the secret altar and finish the game.
Yep, it's where he's gonna get the King Boo crown theft.
Oh wow, he just got really lucky there. The boo switched into there.
You hear those double cackles though?
I did not.
He got one of them. Flag? Question mark? What?
So you should have asked me, did you hear that double cackle with no S?
Well, you know, sometimes, you know, you're a little nervous. You're commentating for a lovely group of people. And, you know, sometimes things happen and you let it go and you hope nobody notices, but then your co-commentator calls you out on it.
All right,
and now
look,
you're just
man.
a little bit sad and confused.
Look, man, we'll talk about this after the stream.
Oh, thank God he didn't get Van Gore text.
Dang.
So because you got a boo, you can save and quit, and it's a little faster than walking over to the mirror.
So it looks like Boston's gonna get like a 10102, I want to say.
You know what? I like that time.
You know, I kind of like
a
it too.
10101, but
well, yeah, you know, it's a second better than an 02.
ooh,
But you can't
at
complain.
best, it's a 10103 now.
You know, I think you're right.
Boston's PB, I think you said earlier, well, like 1 hour 24 seconds.
Yeah.
ArchAngel in a dangerous HP situation here for Armory Room. Sucking up the banana. Good call. He can get the 10101. Yes. So the way to tell is pretty much once you start the King Boo cutscene, it is, if you do a good 2 cycle on King Boo, it is virtually 2 minutes on the spot, on the dot.
Well, it appears my stream is buffering.
That's unfortunate. I will have to carry on for you, my friend.
Go on without me.
I am the martyr. King Boo or Bowser fight or whatever you want to call it. Very interesting fight because Bowser launches mines at you and then you hit him with the mine and then his head comes off. And then King Boo pops out, has 500 health. Goal is to get as close to 250 as possible on the first cycle, if not a little more, but depending on what type of runner you are, and because there's faster and slower ways to go about that. But generally speaking, you want to get to about 250 health here on the first cycle. Also, ArchAngel got a 1-cycle Armory Boo, which Pog.
All right, so it's still buffering. I can't see what's going on here.
That's crazy. BostonBrew just starting the first suck up on King Boo. Looks like the health drain is pretty good. He started pumping 246 on the first cycle. So as long as things go as well as the first one here, he should be pretty good. We kind of have this fight down to a science. We're positioning in a way where we're safe. We don't get Bowser to move. And have the most free area to suck up King Boo as well. But if all goes well here, it's gonna look like a G final cycle looking good. Needs to start R pumping. King Boo was a little high in the air. 1 health escape. What?
Man, I wish I could have seen that.
That's crazy. Just know that we're all sad for him. That's unfortunate. You hate to see it. Now has to move back away. This is where things get awkward because Bowser's in an awkward position here. Gonna throw the mine balls. They can bounce off those things. They can be in the way of Bowser. Bowser can rush at you. You can get damaged. But 1 health here. There's no way he messes this up unless he crown thefts. He didn't. And that's going to be a GG with a 101.35 for BostonBrew here.
It's not quite the 101.01, but it's still.
It was going to be the 101.01, but the 1 health really screwed things up here. Unfortunate, but a 101.35 will be enough to secure a W in this format here and move him on to round 2. Where he will be going up against Mini.
All right, I will go change the bracket right now.
In the meantime, BostonBrew, feel free to join us if you want to do a little interview of the U.
There he is.
Oh, that was so fast. What a gamer. Boston, hello.
How y'all doing?
I'm doing good. It's a little hard to hear you.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I don't use Discord while I stream.
Unfortunate. Enough. So we've got phone quality, best quality. Talk to me. How do you feel? How's it going?
That was a traumatizing run.
a lot of weird things happened, I feel like.
Yeah.
But you know what? You pulled through. And even with not, considering all the weird things happened, the time in the end didn't wind up terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, like, just over a minute off your PB.
Yeah.
Assuming you would have gotten the 2 cycle, you would have come like 40 seconds off. But, still respectable. Maybe you'll pull out a PB here soon.
We were praying for the 101.01.
Yeah, not quite.
But that unfortunate, that 1 HP escape.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, really. Like, it should have been.
It was definitely a little high, I think, and it just caused like the time of the health cycle to be a little odd. But
I tackled them too many times, I think, too. That was too much movement. You have to stay more still. But he acts a little bit like a normal Boo. Like, you tackle him many times, he'll fly away.
Yeah, he's a weird one.
ArchAngel losing the Boo.
Oh, you're back.
I'm back.
How did it feel to get a poison mushroom in Area 1?
Yeah, I wanted to discuss that.
Well, let's discuss it. What's on your mind?
Well, you saw me take out the Game Boy Horror.
Yeah.
Like,
you didn't move.
Yeah, if I had just stayed at the Game Boy Horror and just promised myself that the poison mushroom was right there, it would have been fine. But I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pop out of it. You know what? It was right on top of me.
I respect the want to go fast.
You know, like the thing is when you're in the camera state, you can't get hit by a poison mushroom, which is
Right.
but I mentioned that obviously. People weren't aware of that. But I would have at the worst just missed one cycle, but instead it was like 3 cycles. Yeah, that was the word I would use to describe that is tilting.
Tilting, probably at the beginning it would run a little
Yeah.
disheartening.
But at the same time, it sort of like got me into the run too, in a weird way. I don't know. I have like a weird psychology in this game. Like,
You know what? I kind of get it though. It's kind of like, well, we'll just make it back now. Like it's like a
right. The precedent has been set.
yeah, I get you.
So I guess the question on everybody's mind is, what was going through your head when you missed Laundry Boot tech skip? I guess we're pretty fortunate Michael wasn't here.
Yeah, because I totally badmouthed that last time.
You know what? You know what? I
Totally.
appreciate you went for it. We saw the effort,
Yep.
I did attempt to go for it.
even with the ball in the way.
A for effort. Michael would have seen it otherwise, but we respect it.
And then I 2-cycled Bogmire, which was like weird.
Yeah,
I was trying my hardest just not to 2-cycle them, and that was the problem. When you're trying not to lose, sometimes that's what
Yeah, you're pretty consistent with that too. So yeah, you know you hate to see it.
we were
You
talking
messed
about
up
it.
in a
Even messes
tournament
up
race.
some of the best runners.
Yeah.
Question:
it
we were
happens.
talking about it. When did you start running this game?
2012.
Okay,
No, we
so I
were
was
off.
wrong.
Imagine being HD and being correct, because I can't imagine it right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Also, not to take away from the interview, but this Vangor room is pretty clean actually.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well for his time. Can he PB?
His area for you know what? I think he can PB.
Because he's got a
He's a
112.
I really think he can.
I think we could see like a 111 here. It's not out of the picture.
That'd be sweet. So Boston Brew, you go on to round 2 now, where you're gonna go up against Mini. Thoughts?
GG.
All right.
GG, you're gonna crush him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna smoke him, of course.
Lit.
Focus
You heard
up,
it here first.
Focus up and PB by 4 minutes.
I mean, that's all it takes. I always say like round 1 and round 2 are are some of the more interesting ones in the tournament. Because like obviously you and your opponent here, ArchAngel, had very different times.
Yeah.
By different, I mean about 12 minutes difference.
See, when you grow up in Europe and you're used to PAL, it like hardens you. Like the PAL runners that go to NTSC, they're really good.
Right, Pablo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the second place runner right now.
Pablo.
Yeah, GC, he actually didn't know that.
HG, we were talking before the match, and HG was like, "Well, Pablo's in the tournament." I'm like, "Who?"
New, yeah. He's fairly new. I mean, he's been running the game for a little while. He's not like a new by any means.
He's probably been around for maybe half a year.
That's plenty of time to learn everything.
Yeah.
There is really
It's not plenty of time to take second place on a leaderboard. That's insane.
Yeah.
I just feel like, it's easier for the newer runners, because they really don't have to evolve with
But
the
that's-
game progressing
Not
like
to
the
dis-
older runners do.
Pablo
Oh,
really.
this can totally PB.
So
It's a
the,
112 what? I don't remember.
17?
I'm gonna look it up. Hold, please.
Holden.
twins double was not. I wasn't trying to go for.
You know what happened though?
It was.
We wouldn't have known. You should have said you were trying to go for it.
No. I was going for the ladder strat because I did get the RNG for that.
Yeah, he can PB on a 2 cycle. Even a fast 3 cycle will be a PB here. because PB is a 112.17 as HD was correct here. See, like I said, imagine being HD and being correct. Now we can imagine.
Now we can.
King Boo, unfortunately, again on English version, if it goes wrong, can be deadly.
Oh, I wanted to ask this question. Can you do King Boo in normal mansions? Is that against
No, it's not against the rules because you're not catching any of the portrait ghost or any other ghost for that matter.
It would be a great. I mean,
the slower vacuum boost speed is the exact same in both mansions.
Exactly. So like, why
it would
not?
be a great normal mansion strat.
Just public service announcement: if you are playing on English, getting the King Boo, just go to the normal mansion.
Yeah,
definitely on English. You want to be on normal mansion for King Boo.
I understand the muscle memory, and like obviously, if you are going to play Japanese eventually, there's like no reason, I guess, not to. Is it maybe a little faster not to? Right?
I'm not sure.
Also,
Like,
make sure, speaking of normal mansion, if you're this is a weird setup.
The 3-cycle King Boo, that's the fast. That's all I know.
All right, so here's the first cycle, and it's not going to be a 3-cycle.
You mean a 2-cycle?
It's not going to be a 2-cycle. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What an animal I am. So at this point, he's going to want to go for the fast 3-cycle. And what that means is he wants to keep King Boo above 200 health here. Otherwise, you get a really slow Bowser and a turn around. All right. The reason this whole turnaround stuff is happening, actually, though, is ArchAngel set himself up in a little bit of a weird way. He went behind a pillar further back. But let's see. Let's hopefully we see above 200 health here. We're not gonna see this. Oh no!
Well,
there goes the PB, friends. It was nice knowing you. Actually, I don't know if his PB on the leaderboards is up to date because I just watched his splits turn red.
Yeah, I see that too, but it says the 112 was uploaded today.
2 days ago. So he might have gotten another one while practicing for the tournament, a 111 something. But this will be GG here. It should be
2 days ago.
Crown theft? Yeah, all right.
Crown theft. Good lord.
Well, he missed his leaderboard PB by 3 seconds. Yeah, we need to ask him if that's his real PB.
Oh no, that is his real PB. He put in chat. Literally 3 seconds off a PB even after forgetting the letter. Feel free to join the Discord call, ArchAngel, if you would like to join us for a little interview. We can talk about you missing the letter. I mean, that's I want to talk about it. I want to talk about my heart sinking.
Was there like a shouting at the screen moment?
A little bit. Because we were talking about Stumble Skip, and then after we were talking about Stumble Skip, all of a sudden we're like, no, don't go! Don't miss it! No! It was one of those. I see ArchAngel in the setup room. I wonder if I can just... Can I do it? Can I? Hey.
How's it going?
How's it going? 3 seconds off, huh?
3 seconds off.
So, did you have the stream on?
I didn't actually have it where I could hear commentary, no.
So, at what point did you realize that you missed the letter?
That's a good question. It was when I was still on the second floor, and I was like, I got to the gym way too fast. Something went wrong there.
Oh, so you just kind of backtracked in your mind mentally and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was just kind of, it was one of those things that was like, wait, this isn't right.
That's funny.
But 3 seconds from a PB, even after doing that, and after the worst Area 1 I have had in literally a year. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what went wrong. Yikes.
It was actually interesting. Your late game Area 4 was not bad though. Like after the upstairs portion, like your downstairs portion was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
it was interesting. Obviously, the odds were, with the matchup stacked against you. No one is, when there's a 12-minute difference in PB and everything like that, we kind of.
Oh, for sure. I was here to have fun. My goal was to beat my PB, and after that run being so off to a bad start, getting anywhere close was not bad.
It was, I mean, listen, it gave us an interesting take because we were thinking, if you miss a letter, where do you get it back? And you really got it back at the right moment, which was going to the projector room.
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting, I don't know. So you didn't have stream on, so you didn't know what happened. Area 1 was interesting for everyone involved. Actually, Boston unfortunately got a lovely poison mushroom.
Oh no, man.
So just for everyone involved, we were watching the Area 1s happen. We were just like, this is a start.
Oh man, yeah, that was interesting. I wish I could have seen Boston's run because I'm sure it would have been really cool to see. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. I want to see how this went down.
Yeah, it was very
For
interesting.
sure, yeah. It was a good race.
Anything you want to talk about from your run and stuff like that?
Not really. I mean, it's probably self-explanatory. I like I said, have not had an Area 1 go that wrong. I think I let the pre-race jitters get a little bit to me. I was a little bit nervous. And then after Area 1 went so wrong, it was just kind of... It rattled me up until about like Area 3 and 4. I really didn't get my groove back. And even then, like the last few runs I've had, I haven't lost Chauncey in a year. I haven't failed so hard on some of those rooms quite that badly in a very long time. So it was really interesting. I've been getting 2 cycles on Colossus, all these things lately that's just like, I would have been well under a PB had I not done all of those things. So it was really interesting, but it was definitely, it could have gone worse.
Hey, listen, and that's part of racing too. There's no restarting. You go.
Exactly. So it was fun.
Whatever
I had a
happens,
good time.
happens.
Exactly.
But,
so I had a good time.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up. A couple quick shout outs. If you liked what you saw, this is only the beginning of this tournament, and if you type !LM in the chat, you're gonna get a couple cool links. One of them is going to be to the bracket where you can see the matches coming up. One of them is going to be the schedule matches coming up. And the third one is going to be the Discord link to the Luigi's Mansion community. If you are interested in getting involved, a bunch of the people in the community are very happy to help you and serve you. Maybe not serve you, but they will help you. But that being said, HD, got anything to wrap things up here?
Nope, I think that's going to be it. There's currently one more round 1 match. It is currently not scheduled, but I think they're shooting for Saturday maybe, and after Saturday we'll commence with round 2. So yeah, just stay tuned.
As always, follow the runners. I believe they both stream, so make sure to go do that. It is free, literally free. It is the cost of a button click. I think we can all spare that, and then
Yep. Just 2 seconds of your time. That's it.
and we appreciate you all spending your lovely evenings with us for this early tournament race. Much luck to the competitors in the future of the tournament, and that's gonna be it. Thank you for indulging us this evening again.
Yep. Thanks for
Goodbye,
watching.
everyone.
Peace.